whoa. Who's taking my
Stolen
job?
valor.
Wow,
Stolen,
stolen.
Just like a white lady to steal a minority's job.
Facts.
Hey everybody, we are Dicey Decisions,
Ugh.
and this is our Twist of Fate campaign, playing through Planescape's Turn of Fortune's Wheel with some Book of Many Things content mashed into Vecna, Eve of Ruin. This is our Friday night game. We have a Monday night game run by our buddy here, Jack, Zeros to Heroes, so check that out as well. And we have spinning up a Daggerheart bi-weekly campaign that you'll start to see on some Tuesday nights. So check that out as well. We also do one-shots on our, we plan them out on our Discord. So if you join our Discord server, you can play in a one-shot with us on stream. So we do different things from party games to different alternative game systems to D&D. So come check us out, hang out with us there, and help us build our gaming community. Also, I wanted to give a quick shout out to tomorrow I'm going to be doing a playtest of a brand new RPG game at Night Watch Games in San Antonio. Super excited to try this out. It is a game based on moral decision, and I'm super excited to have your character make moral decisions, and it's kind of got a Quantum Leap vibe where you're playing a persona who has a morality inside another character who has other objectives. Super cool. I'm super excited to try it out. I will report in on how it went. But doing that at Night Watch Games, the owner of Night Watch Games is actually the creator of the RPG. So super excited to try that out. Coming up tomorrow. So anyway, just wanted to give that quick little shout out. Otherwise, where we left off, our heroes had gone through the Tyrant's Spiral, which was a interconnected chambers inside the plane of the Eye Tyrant god Gazemned. They actually crossed over his mouth to get to the final chamber, where they found the Modrons trapped in this vicious cycle of their march, having their knowledge of the outer planes changed and altered to fit Vecna's new vision of the multiverse. In getting their friend Rome to the leader of the Modron March, they were able to thwart Vecna's plans, stop the Modrons from sending a ton of misinformation to Mechanus, which would have changed the multiverse as we know it, and sent the proper information through Rome, through a portal back to Mechanus. And as soon as he stepped through that portal, the characters glitched again. What do we see as we look around at each other?
I'll be happy to go first. You see a monk dressed in bright orange wrap shirt with a high collar, a wide sash band, loose baggy pants, glowing, softly glowing arm wraps, and boots with these tiny mechanical wings on them. His skin has vitiligo. He looks just like the old Calistric grown up to full maturity. He's about 45 years old. He has slick back hair pulled into a tight ponytail and starting to gray at the temples, and he has a thick beard that's a medium length starting to gray at the chin, and he's got a smile on his face and just a warm feeling about him. There are crow's feet around his eyes, but you can tell it's from smiling all the time. And he stands up and looks down and dusts himself off the tiniest bit and says, "Oh, my friends, it is good to see you again."
You would see Vora beside Cal, and she looks pretty much the same, except she has more of a softened.
Well, not the same as she just did.
No, sorry. Very, very different from how she. No longer an orc. Who seems to be in a constant state of frenzy. Instead, she is a drow, and she's still wearing her cloak with the hood. The strawberry blonde hair that was once there is now a more of an auburn, and it's streaked with silvery shots, almost kind of like silvery gray, but very sparse. She has an eye patch. And generally the way she carries herself, the features, her whole demeanor has a softness about it, which is in stark contrast to for the barbarian orc. Just a little. It's an interesting radiance you can't quite put your finger on. And twirling around her ankles is her black silver fox Guinevere.
A soul will look around and see you all standing here, and he looks almost exactly the same. There is one key difference, and that is the brand new and expensive tiara he had just gotten looks to be almost sunken into his skin and seems to be inset and truly a part of him. As this tiara with the Lady of Pains.
When you say the same, you mean the vampire elephant, right?
Still a vampire elephant, still in full black plated armor, sharp white tusks that come to a point. And he looks at you all, very excited to see you all here.
Is it like when you leave your earrings in for too long and like the skin starts growing around them?
It's almost like it was branded into him but never taken off.
Okay.
Standing nearby a soul is another very similarly the same individual, not quite to the dwarf he was before, but the visage that came before that. Gil is still a tiefling, his horns much the same, but it's rather his adornments and his stature that has changed. He is wearing far more bright and reflective colors, whites and silvers. His adornments, his little jewelry pieces and caps on his horns have all become platinum, and everything that he carries that is metal is engraved with dwarven runes. Most importantly, alongside his shiny new outfit, his purple skin has lost a little bit of its luster with some age, almost in a sense becoming a purplish silver itself, his eyes sort of joining in that, his whole visage almost becoming a little more ghostly and out of time. And in each of his hands, in one he carries a very sleek and adept-looking wand that seems to be a very sharp focus for magic, and in the other, a titled, gleaming-looking book that seems of great importance, at least to him, that is plated and bejeweled and looks very sturdy, if not indestructible.
Lorelei will come through next and just prestidigitate any filth off of her clothes. She is back to being a Triton, but she's no longer moist. She's in fact much more elegant and beautiful than you've seen in any version of her. So even more refined and graceful looking than her dancer version. Her skin's very flawless, her cheekbones are sharp, and her eyes are a little different. If you look closely, you can see what looks like dark, swirling, or churning waters. Her hair is now black and cut into a chin-length, fashionable bob. She wears it half up sometimes with a familiar-looking wand pinned through it like a hairpin. She looks very disinterested, almost like she just has perpetual resting bitch face. She's dressed in very expensive and fashionable clothes that are all in hues of deep, dark purple. And then off of her hip is hanging a medium-sized skull with pointed teeth and long pointed horns. And then out of the top of her boots is the handle of a dagger that's inlaid with mother of pearl. And then at her throat is a dainty chain with a small scallop shell attached to it that has a subtle glow behind the scallop.
All right, so Quinn, the small and howling barbarian, covered in eye goo and the remains of Blade's head, really, is replaced with a Kender whose sort of red top knot is bound very, very tightly at the top of his head without a hair out of place, and it's bound with a single silver chain. So gone are all of the little baubles and festoonery from his previous hairstyle. He is dressed in a very severe black robe that is edged in silver sort of runes that are stitched in and interwoven with moon symbols. Those runes almost glow, but only when you're sort of not looking at them, kind of like moonlight and during an eclipse. He's on his left arm is a small silver shield that is basically mirrored, that has a bunch of protective runes and stuff on them, and underneath his slightly oversized burgundy tunic, you see sort of the top of a silvery breastplate sort of peeking out above his tunic. On his back is strapped his usual hoopak that is sort of shaped in a crescent moon shape where the sling blades are, and in his right hand, sort of dissolving into mist, is a very fine silvered longsword that at the crossguard and pommel are emblazoned with moon designs, and as you watch, it sort of disappears in his hand into sort of a black mist and vanishes. And he straightens himself up and dusts off his bag of holding a little bit and smiles very brightly. Well, that was easy.
I've never been so angry.
The
Oh.
end of where Kalen ends and where Kalen begins, the air almost shifts uncomfortably. The dagger in his hand extends and the blade is still stuck into glaive. And he twists slightly and pulls it up and scans the room, body covered with black full plate adorned with vines and thorns. A small white gemstone floats around his helmeted head, with the eye holes of that helmet a red crystal that you remember as his eyes of seeing, but they're now embedded into the helmet itself. The glaive, the blade of it made of onyx, reflects in that oily sheen, the pearlescent kind of reflection where you're getting a purplish reflection of light. And there's the shaft of it looks like old dark wood with writing in Sylvan, and just the entire demeanor shifts to your memory of this is Kalen that was left behind, and he rejoined you shortly thereafter, telling you that when beings from another plane die, they go back to their home plane, and he was whisked away to the Feywild and came back from there different.
Can we tell what color his fur is?
It's a mix
armor?
of black and white. You can't see it under the armor, but you know that knowing this person.
Now, much like the moment you all found yourselves sitting in Neverwinter at the table, back with Ottlewin in front of the deck of many things, you have that same sense of moment of importance right now, as you feel your pasts and the story that has unfolded behind you happening both to you and to other versions of you, but it all coalesces into one lived experience for this version of you.
That was interesting.
Time to go home.
Yeah, that kind of like tickled. Sort of brushes off his arm and prestidigitates all the blood. I have no idea where that came from.
I'm unsure. Although, I saw you stated your anger.
I've just never been that mad.
You
Felt
seem
good to
rather-
get it off. But,
Yeah, I don't know. Everything kind of went gray, and I just remember a lot of yelling.
Likewise.
Kaylin is right, though. We do need to get home. And the soul will open up a leather pouch and to go through it and pull out the tuning fork for Sigil. And, are we ready?
Yeah, I don't think I want to be inside this god any longer than we have been.
Oh, I am of the exact same boat.
Yes.
Did someone take the eye, the glowing eye?
We'll have
Yeah.
our eyes fixed on Quinn.
Yes, I have it.
Fixed on Quinn.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Are there
And
any other?
Quinn will give you like a deadly serious look and be like, "I promise you, this is not the eye you want."
She's just gonna stare. She's gonna not respond, but not, just okay.
Are there any other things that we must clean up here before we leave?
I think we got
Well,
what we came for. Rome's
Rome's
figured it out.
gone. We didn't really even come here for the eyes. That's kind of bonus.
There may be some items of interest scattered amongst the floor, but none that I care to interrogate. Investigate. Oops.
Kalen will go from
Yeah.
body to body, just checking pockets and making sure there's no maps or diagrams or plans or, the thisismyevilplot.com.
Give me an investigation
Sure.
I will give him the help action,
with advantage.
especially on Skimestra, whatever her name is.
24.
Yes.
Yeah, so you do find a ring on her.
Mm-hmm.
It's a simple band of copper with a stylized pattern of vines sprouting new growth around the outer surface.
Vines, they match your armor. Feel the ring is yours.
Yeah, we'll have to
Quinn,
see what it
is
does.
this? And he flicks it through the air to send it twirling towards Quinn.
I will not identify it because I don't have that spell anymore.
A mage hand catches it in front of Quinn and goes, "Remember, he can't do that." And it floats over towards Gil, who just taps it with his wand and immediately knows what it is and what it does.
Oh, nice. It is a ring of regeneration.
This will help you keep yourself whole should you lose a part of yourself. And he will throw it back with the mage hand.
And it does match your armor.
Kalen will catch it. And it almost looks like Sauron's ring when he puts on the One Ring over the armor.
The vines like weave together. Well,
Yeah. That is actually probably the most unrealistic part of that movie is putting a ring on over full plate mail gloves.
it's magic.
I do hate to be that guy, but that ring could also fix Vor's problem.
Oh, the eye. That is true.
They make glass ones.
I have one that I can use if I want.
Well,
I have.
if you
Could
were-
also just take someone else's, not that one.
We could make you a new eye. It would not be hard.
Everybody's working awful hard to make me a different eye.
Hey, Sol, my temple needs me. Let us go.
Let's just say that eye would be a choice that you can't undo.
I
As
agree.
others might have seemed to already done here. Little
I will.
pot calling the kettle black.
Well, I mean, the only way to take the eye out again is to die. So,
Hey Quinn, can I see your sword? I think that's her
I
point.
first.
no.
I think that's her point.
Quinn will manifest the blade and hand it to you.
Can you keep it?
No, no, he can't. He also stands very close to you while you're holding it. Like
Yeah.
almost uncomfortably close.
Yeah, I figured.
Needless, if I may request the permission, simply for safekeeping, and Gil will protrude a small chest and open it like a Pokeball almost, and there's like a swirl inside, and he goes, I could stow it away, just for safekeeping.
Everybody seems awfully fond of getting their hands on.
Oh, I
This
want
eye.
it gone. I want it away from anyone. I think that is an object of pure evil. I wish not to even touch it. I would have Quinn place it into this pocket dimension if I could.
I think it's interesting that we are having so much conversation about this eye, but we didn't seem to have any about the other things.
Didn't get a chance to. And I look over at Quinn.
There's
He
more than
smiles.
that.
He smiles very brightly. Sort of pulls the eye out of his pocket and like sort of squishes it a little bit.
I trust you implicitly, friend. Though, last time, we did leave you with a semi-evil artifact. It did wind up in your possession and in your mind. It's not that
Yeah,
I
we're
don't
friends.
trust you. I just would rather it away from us all than in the hands of even one.
Well, okay, that's fine. I will just remind you that while yes, I did grab the sword, it and this really don't get along. So you
I'm
have
aware.
very little to fear from me on on account of this, and he kind of squishes the eye at you a couple of times.
Once again, if anyone is to be trusted, I have faith. I seek for a way to be rid of this artifact and to loosen its power from this world. So I don't mind.
But if they hate each
He
other so
smi-
much,
He sort of smiles brightly again and goes, "I have some ideas about that. But if it would make you feel better, Gil," and he sort of holds out the eye for you to kind of put your thing underneath it, and he will drop it in.
Thank you. It's not that I don't trust anyone, just a precaution.
So
Vora
are
will
we?
look a little dejected. Vora will look a little dejected, but she'll step back.
Are we good to go?
Well, I am.
Yes.
I will grab hands with everyone, and I will attempt to cast Plane Shift.
Okay. It is successful. You are able to reach your destination. I am just moving the eye from one character's inventory into another.
We'll theory craft how to destroy that thing later.
Yeah, destroy it.
Oh, pretty please. It only requires a little bit of utility.
Destroy, install.
And one human sacrifice probably,
Oh,
but
well.
we can talk about that.
Do you remember the miniature black holes we saw in the tomb? We could
I
toss
remember.
it in there.
So as you land
That's-
Sigil,
Yeah.
she cast the spell. You guys are
He
talking,
did.
and that's
Well,
fine.
yeah, we're still
You're
yapping
still
as
having
the
the
world
yapping.
sort of like fades out.
Right.
Yeah.
As you are back in the sanctum in Sigil, you see that the light coming through the window looks like a cool, crisp day outside. However, as soon as you land, you all arrive and the spell ends. The light coming through all the windows seems to just darken, like one window at a time. And looking through the window, you just see an eye peering in. A familiar eye to at least one of you.
Lorelei just looks at Asol. Is that eye yours?
Is it a huge eye?
Oh yeah.
1 second, then I will go out the front door.
Pissed off mommy.
Your mom's home.
So as you step outside, you see shrinking slowly in size from this gargantuan form is the Lady of Pain as she slowly shifts down to a reasonable 25-ish feet tall.
Okay.
And she stops at that height and she's looking dead at you and says, I owe you and your friends a thanks.
Still maintaining eye contact, I am walking up the sanctum side of the wall, looking up at her to get closer to her eye level. No, you do not owe us at all. We are merely just doing our jobs.
You're welcome.
Yeah, speak for yourself.
I am?
No.
And she, out from her robes, her hand comes out, and she is holding a device that looks to be, in her hand, very, very, like, hand-sized per se, but as her hand reaches closer to you, her hand shrinks to the normal humanoid size hand, and it looks like this cube is about 3 inches in size, obviously palpably radiating magic out of the kind of all the edges as she hands it to you. I trust you with this. Use it wisely.
What
As you wish,
is
my lady.
I drop that into your inventory. No need to identify magnify it because as she
Uh-huh.
hands it to you, she gives you that knowledge.
Yeah. You see he takes this cube and I guess where would he keep it?
Right up here. In the crown.
Prison wallet.
Usually Benoit balls are circular.
You're a coward, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, Benoit balls, not Benoit cubes.
He'll take it and just he'll put it in his pocket for now.
The corners on that do seem very unforgiving.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'll need to make a chain for it, but
Okay.
a soul will look up to her and go, "You can give me all the thanks you want, but remember, I only do what you let me."
No one is more aware of that than
I will bow my head down to her, and I will kind of just wait patiently for her to leave.
which she does.
Yeah.
She eventually grows so big that you can't even see her anymore. Because she grows in such size that she just becomes
Sigil.
Sigil. Exactly.
Yeah.
Right in her belly button.
Sigil's just a belly ring.
You see, after about like a minute after she's left, the soul is still there. He like sighs a deep sigh of relief, and comes back down.
Where are we?
Well,
My
Hey, that seemed good.
we are on her side as of right now.
Yay.
As it shall continue to be.
What'd she give you?
Hemorrhoids.
An oh shit button, and I pull out a Rubik's
That
cube.
definitely hemorrhoids.
This cube looks like how I imagine it is. There are all of the planar symbols, and it is basically like a Rubik's cube.
Right. So the 6 possible planes that you can connect to with that cube
Mm-hmm.
represent a plane for each of your friends. So there is the plane of water. There is Oearth. There is Toril. There is the Feywild. There is Eberron. And there is Kryn.
Yep.
Never has my brain been so scattered with thoughts. It is time for some meditation and silence. Who is with me?
As always.
I think I might have a few bigger fish to fry, but I appreciate the gesture.
You're welcome. Shall we, my friend Aura?
Is Sigil dark?
As the lady left, it's not. No.
No.
He was blotting out the sun with her.
Yes. She was blotting out the light. There is no source.
Yeah.
There's just light. It's one of those annoying places.
But there's like shadows and stuff, right?
Absolutely.
Lorelai's just gonna like slink towards the shadow, and then she's going to just continually like blip towards where the wizard's house is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we still have doors to go through to get back home, correct? We can still portal back to our
To Neverwinter?
yeah, wherever we where we had our little setups.
Wherever you had your setups, yes, you can get
Yeah,
there.
that's where I'm headed.
Okay.
Cora as well.
Cool. Return from whence we came. Although, Quinn, if you would like to join me, I had planned study.
The soul is already just walking with Gale behind him.
Quinn will sort of glance after Lorelei and then go, sure.
All right. Good to have a party. I would like to... Oh, I should have talked to the Lady of Pain while she was here about this. I feel like she would know what to do.
What's your question?
I mean,
I can talk to her.
How to get rid of the eye. How to have it destroyed or sealed away to where only she or no one could reach it.
I mean, I can already tell you that.
Oh.
You get a creature to attune to it, and then you kill it with my sword.
I have an idea then. We can do that tonight. Follow me.
Well, it also has to be both. Like, both the eye and the hand, they both have to be attuned to the same thing. And I'm pretty sure the sword can destroy all of it. And if not, eventually the artifact just kind of like finds its way back home again, if you catch my drift.
I see. If that is the case, then you, my friend, we will not be studying this tonight. We will be keeping it under lock and key. I will keep it sequestered away in a realm no one can reach. However, when the time comes, I may have a loophole as to how we can get rid of this artifact, no lives lost.
Oh, I was just thinking we find someone that, sucks, and just suggest that they study them for a little while, and then take care of it.
Well,
Galen holds out his hand. I'll take care of it.
I do.
Perhaps not.
I do think they have a way of finding people willing to put them on as well.
I would rather not give such an artifact to someone willing, if you understand what I'm trying to say.
Right, that's why we suggest someone do it.
I don't
You
think that's
catch my
morally
drift?
right, my friend.
I mean, is letting an artifact of such power and evil stick around morally right? I don't know. I kind of feel like the one in service of the many, that makes a lot of sense to me.
When the best outcome is to spare all, but regardless of morality,
What
we
if
cannot
it was
make...
someone you were already going to kill?
Well, then that's just a predicament in of itself to force them to attune to two magical... That's a whole thing. But regardless, we can't even begin to think about this until we have the hand. Which is new information to me. Thank you for sharing.
What hand?
Which we have, right? Then Assault looks at Galen.
No, we don't.
Well, where did it go?
I've hidden it so that the sword can't find it in case we have to destroy the sword.
It's all very
Well,
complicated.
I
could
suppose if...
Send the eye there too.
Well... weirdly, I think all of these three things being in very separate places with people who are unwilling to relinquish them is maybe the best possibility.
Also, side note, I can't send it to where the other one is because I can no longer summon Fey.
Yep.
I was like
God.
checking. I was about to check your character sheet, sir. I'm like,
Well.
can you?
Were it truly my wish, I could receive it at a beck and call, but I think that is something for another day.
Yeah, unfortunately, any other way that I've found isn't very reliable. More often than not, it's kind of one of those like too powerful not to exist kind of things. And it just sort of finds its way back to where it came from, and then eventually somebody else picks it up, and we start again.
Well, then perhaps in our hands is where it is safest. Hopefully we find a true way of their removal in the future. but until that time,
It's really quite easy.
there are elements at play. Kalen has told us that to destroy one, we need the other, but to destroy the other, we need the one. So it's a balance.
Look, all I'm saying is I would love to get rid of the eye on the hand.
I agree. The sword to me feels containable within your grasp. Kalen, I don't know if you agree, but to get rid of 2 evil artifacts with the power of 1 is enticing. And it could be done this evening.
I mean,
I can kill them.
Again, I believe I have a way around that.
what's your idea? My idea is very
Um,
straightforward. You get someone to attune to them, you stab them,
Yep.
and it's
Heard it.
over.
No, yeah, I'm very familiar with your idea at this point, Quinn. You keep
It's like-
recommending
it's-
it over and over.
It's like three steps. Step 1, magic. Step 2, attune. Step 3, stab. It's
Right, of course.
It's
Yes.
foolproof in its simplicity. Look, I know we all do a lot of like big, complicated, over-orchestrated plots and plans, but it's real. Step 1, 3 steps, and gone. Poof, no more. You know?
Oh,
And he
boy.
just smiles very cheerfully and brightly at you, like, what is wrong with you?
I suppose we won't see eye to eye on this one. Forgive the pun.
Well, what's your plan? We might. Is it 3 steps?
It is potentially 3 steps, although it removes the need for an individual's life and replaces it with a more expendable one that I have at my beck and call. Theoretically, anyway.
What do you mean?
I know not of its capabilities yet, although I'm sure I could learn, but I believe I have a way to create a version of myself, or something lesser, that could partake in these items, be slain, and destroyed. It would be me, but under my control.
It's interesting. It's a theory. I don't know if that works if it's not a truly sentient creature. That
Who
would take some more
knows?
study.
It technically would be sentient. It is, by all facets, myself, just created by me.
Hold on. You're overthinking this. Just Gil, attune to the eye. We kill you, and Aethel brings you back.
It needs to be the
Two
eye
steps.
and the hand. It has to be both
Okay,
at the
fine.
same time.
Still 2 steps.
While I wouldn't like to die, weirdly the idea is not rejected in my mind. If I am to be the catalyst of which 2 artifacts of great evil are destroyed, I'd happily do it, but I potentially have a way to avert that.
I'm not sure if it's the kind of comebackable sort of thing, though. I just point of order. Like it's that part I don't fully grasp. I've got the basics, but I've never, destroyed a one-of-a-kind magical item, So
Win
it's
some,
kind of
lose some.
theoretical. Yeah, it's theory rather than practice,
Well-
That's why I suggested, like, someone else, the 3-step plan. Like, step 1 is get someone we don't like.
Well, he's got a moral problem with that, so if we take a morality out of the equation, let's just kill him.
Well, friend Kalen, while your idea is
I love you and
plausible,
all, but evil, blah blah blah.
if it is your wish, I would prefer it not to come true. However, I would most likely just refuse to attune.
You see, a soul pulls out
It seems
his
wise.
3-foot tall bong with 250 gold piece worth of incense packed into the bowl. Do we just want to ask the lady?
I am
Figure
all-
out.
Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
Dude, let's go ask the lady. I want to know all about this guy's left hand and what his secret is.
A lot of tissues.
But I have 4 uses of legend lore that I would be willing to use to answer any / all of these questions.
Well, we might as well ask. That's kind of next on the... Well, really next on the agenda is, while this is all well and good, we do have a 7th piece to go pick up, and some rather foreboding visions from friend Kalen here.
Oh, we're gonna head to the Feywild, which is convenient because
We have an
the
item to
hand's
pick up
gonna be there.
Right.
and we need it for the whichever plan we decide on before we can destroy them, I think. But in the meantime, yeah, we might as well what you call it? Ask the lady?
Yeah.
Hey kids, you want to get high?
I will use one use of legend lore to ask about the Hand and Eye of Vecna, specifically the destruction of the artifacts, and even more clear, if if the soul is taken in the destruction to the point where they could not be revived. So this will answer if they need a soul or not, and if they do need a soul.
Okay. Does your spell have a caveat, or you just get the info?
This is the legend lore.
Yeah, Scott, it's legendary. Jeez, just
Gosh.
Don't you
It
have
does,
it memorized?
it does everything. I dropped it in chat. Name or describe a famous person, place, or object. The spell brings to your mind a brief summary of the significant lore about the famous thing as described by the DM. The lore might consist of important details, assuming relevance, or secret lore that has never been widely known. The more information you already know about the thing, the more precise the details and the information you receive is. The information is accurate, but may be couched in figurative language or poetry as determined by the DM.
I would love it if this was couched in poetry, please, Scott.
Please write me a limerick.
Yeah, please.
Where's my haiku, damn it?
I was about to say, I need it in haiku.
There once was a lich from Earth.
Yes, exactly.
He was kind of a dick from his birth.
He fell in love with his general.
Yeah. There's not a lot of
He touches
general.
genital.
You really think to yourself in your corner there, boss.
he lost his hand, which was kind of on brand.
Yeah, so what you would get back is obviously the story of these artifacts are such that when Cass attempted to destroy Vecna, these 2 things were the only things left. And they have then taken on their artifact level powers after that said incident, which is why the sword hates it so much, because the sword wanted to completely destroy Vecna, and it was the hand and the eye that allowed Vecna to eventually come back, that it was not destroyed. So the sword sees this incident as its one failure, which is why it is so hell-bent on destroying these 2 items. In terms of the specifics of how to destroy the hand and the eye, it is believed that if the eye and hand are both attached to the same creature, and that creature is slain by the Sword of Cass, that both the eye and the hand will burst into flames, turn themselves and the creature to ash, and be destroyed. any other attempts through history to destroy the hand or eye in other ways seem to have worked in many times. However, they show back up somewhere in the multiverse.
Heard.
So now you know how to destroy the hand and eye of Vecna.
And you're really,
3 steps,
really
man.
high.
And you're really high.
In the meantime, while this conversation's going on, Vora and Calistrick headed off to Calistrick's
Yeah.
monastery.
So the training area that I had, the little training building that was once an old bar room, is not there any longer. It is a monastery / hospital that the monks of the Hand of Healing, I guess that's what they're called, Healing Hand monks, take in anyone from anywhere and heal them and advance their learning. So Vora and I arrive at this temple, and we enter, and I'm looking for the person that I've left in charge. As we walk in, Vora, you would remember this about this form of mine. Everyone in the courtyard turns and looks at us, and they slightly bow and acknowledge us because I am the head of the temple. And I'm looking for a red tiefling, a female tiefling.
You see her walking through, checking the rounds of those who are in need of in the most need of healing. She is walking through, going bedside to bedside, and giving aid where she can to the other monks, and giving instruction as needed to help them in their healing arts against whatever is ailing these patients. It all seems to be in order, and she seems to be very efficiently moving through the rounds as you enter. Eventually she does catch that you are there and heads in your direction.
Hello, my beautiful one. How does the temple run in your competent hands?
Very well. The youngest acolytes have finished their training, and they are actually administering first aid as needed, and our more advanced acolytes are able to run this healing ward here, and all seems to be well.
I trust that everything has been fine in my absence. I apologize. I have been gone for a very long time. But let me see. And I walk among the injured or sick people and tap them with Hand of Healing as I go. And I find one that is too far gone, who has just died, and they're putting the sheets, and I say, just a moment. And I put my hand on this person's chest, and boom, I give focus points. I spend 5 focus points, and this person comes back to life with 25, or the full, whatever they have. This commoner has hit points now, and I finish those rounds as we talk, and I say, could we please gather everyone together? Vora, do you have anything that you need to do before we meditate as a group for the first time in 3 months?
He doesn't say anything, but smiles and turns, because as they came in, they passed toward the entry where we came in, was where some of the younger patients were, and she just casts dancing lights over them just to bring them a little surprise.
It is very well received by the younger patients in the ward, and you do notice that the younger acolytes, when you healed this person who is dead by all rights, they are all in shock and awe and almost stepping back in a little bit of trepidation from the power that came through your hands. It's something far beyond their capabilities and understanding, so it seems almost unnatural to them, and it makes them a little bit wary. And you do notice that Akkas looks when you do that and looks at their reaction, and she's got a little bit of a downward look towards the ground, like she's like, I'm gonna have to deal with the repercussions of this when he leaves again.
I see. I understand that this is going on in their minds, right?
Oh yeah, it's very obvious. Very
Yes.
obvious.
I clap my hands and say, we will all meet in the courtyard for a meditation and a thought training. And so everybody who's able will come, and I will give lessons in what just happened. I will calm their worried mental states by explaining that this. So I'm going to explain that there is one. Everything is one. It is within you, and it is without you. And once you are able to control or become to feel the flow of the one, you will be able to do the same thing. Death and illness and disease and pain and injury will cease to be important in the one. Shall we meditate? And they all come together into a very practiced, organized group. And with Fora on my right hand. Any last thoughts, Fora, before we start to? All right. We all sit and make ourselves comfortable, close our eyes, and become one.
Give me an insight check.
Or try it.
Both of us?
Sure.
It's a total of 19 for me.
17 for Bora.
You both sense trepidation from Akkas, and she is not finding any sort of serenity or meditative state during this, as she sits there going through the motions, but her mind is not in the meditative state.
May I, let me see what I can do here. There is, I can heal conditions like blind, deaf, paralyzed, poisoned, stunned. I can make some things cease to exist. If I use this and just gently lay a hand on top of her hand and just try to calm her down, would that be something I could try?
She doesn't have a condition.
No, but it's just I'd like to impart a sense of well-being, if possible. If not, we'll wait and talk after the meditation has ended.
Yeah, it's not something that can be. That your powers over that kind of stuff are not going to affect this. This is her. It's very obvious. It's her thoughts.
Okay.
It's not a condition. It's not anything magical or supernatural, her thoughts are going and stopping her from meditating.
Okay. Well, I'm going to trust her to follow the procedure and get into the mindset, and we meditate. Talk to her later.
Okay. How long are you going to meditate?
What do you think, Bora? A couple hours?
Yeah.
At least a short rest. Yeah, let's say 3 hours.
So at about halfway through that 3 hours, Akis will get up and go do rounds and relieve those that are doing rounds so that they can come join the meditation.
Okay. I will understand this in the moment and make a note to talk to her later.
Okay.
Should we continue that now, or should we come back later in the...
No.
Okay.
It's fine. Yeah, as long as you got what you wanted to out of your meditation, you were able to, peacefully meditate. There's several of the acolytes that do connect real well and feel like they've made some progress towards enlightenment, and they thank you for your time, as well as some others who are still kind of a bit in awe of you, so they're a little more standoffish as far as that goes.
I'll go and greet each one that feels a little nervous around me and just try to smile and make them feel as welcome as I possibly can.
Yeah, it's relatively easy to do, and they're all accepting of that. They are all respectful and appreciate your leadership in this way.
As
Yeah.
he's doing that, Vora's gonna duck away somewhere private, and when she returns, she will have put on Ursat's eye, and so the eye patch is gone.
Okay.
Does that allow you to do anything special, or is it just an eyeball?
I can see out of both eyes now.
Okay.
Depth perception.
Yeah, depth perception.
It's
Explain.
pretty magical.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
Explains-
Yes.
Explains why the house could hit me so easily with the rock. I just couldn't dodge.
Okay.
Okay. So I go look for this tiefling and say, Akas, you have some concerns, and I need to speak with you about the future. But first, yours. I can sense that you are not at peace.
We should talk privately.
Very well.
How much was that dress? 300. Corey?
Well, then there's $1,200 I'm never getting back.
According to municipal statute CP 64, one has 7 days for merchandise return and full refund. Turn your head slightly.
Somebody's selling the Judge Full of Guy's Cradle for $25,000. Masterpiece Mox Opals are going for $1,400 now. And checking out some of the listings for Mox Opal, you do see some things going. Hello?
I called this
Children
guy
died
on
yesterday.
Facebook is offering to pull you over for $50. At first I was like, bro, you tripping, you
Why did this
crazy.
one
But then I
live
looked at
today
the
and the
description.
one yesterday?
Want to prank a friend?
Chuck Norris actually died 20
Why,
years ago.
if you have this power, why
Death
aren't you
just
here
finally
every
built
day
up the
using
courage
it?
to tell him. Chuck, this is
Chuck Norris. Colin, how do we arrange?
I run Linux.
Do you know why
I don't
was so?
understand.
All right, this guy wants $3,100 for his dream bike. I can't tell. He wants it. Well, I can't tell if he really wants it based on this. I think he does. Let's see. Let's see if he. Oh, he kind of wants it. He kind of wants it. I'm getting convinced. The higher I go. Okay, he kind of wants more where that came from. Let's just keep.
Follow me as I'm.
every man starts off. Okay, your job.
Dedication. And what?
I'm just gonna come out and say it unbiasedly. Valorant, I think, has the best skins out of any game.
I have played Valo, and I'm the guy that keeps it real. And my honest opinion, Counter-Strike skins are the absolute gold. Prices aside, we make the prices, right? And the prices are so high that by the community, why? Because they are so cool. They have floats, aka you go from Battlescar to Fracture. You can collect #1 lowest floats. You can collect #1 highest floats. That's just one aspect.
Best chaos code for each elixir. For one elixir, it's the epic Electro Spirit.
I love
The
you.
lightning ability he has is very
Shall I call
strong.
you my dog?
For 2 elixir, it's the epic log. The lumberjack is pulled straight out of the tower for only 2 elixir. It's crazy. For 3 elixir, it's the epic vine. The infinite vines is generally overpowered as it can trap and destroy any true. For 4 elixir, it's the epic electro wizard. This card is generally so good. It can literally wipe out everything in the arena in seconds. For 5 elixir, it's the rare giant. It's a literal bandit with way more HP, ignores everything, and gets crazy damage.
There are only 3 cards in all of Magic that have 8 or more mana pips in their cost. Can you name them all? First off, the most generally known is Progenitus, a 10 mana 10/10 with protection from everything that requires 2 of each color of mana, and is harder to cheat out since it shuffles itself away when it's put into a graveyard. This is a classic big creature that was printed all the way back in Conflux, but is actually standard legal right now thanks to its foundation printing, but protection from everything has since been printed on more cards, making Progenitus a little less unique. But it is still a crazy card. Next is BFM, the only uncard on this list, meaning it's not actually legal in any format outside of Limited. However, it is a 99.99 that requires 15 black mana pips, and it's a weird creature that's split between 2 cards, requiring you to have both before you can play it. And honestly, it's kind of crazy how often this creature ends up on these lists, but it is the most mana pip intensive creature ever printed. Next is Colony Hydra, an 8/8 with trample that costs step into a world where all you need
Logan goes,
This is your first time in America on a New Year's Eve? What do you guys normally do in Canada for New Year's Eve?
You don't have a Canadian accent. I didn't know you were from Canada.
You son of an Australian bitch.
I've been nothing but good to you. Let me tell you, you've got more talent in your thumb than you've got in the rest of your body.
$1.50 for this hot dog?
We all
about to clean. I'm not firing my staff because we've. Yeah, I am because we've given up 8 points on underneath that balance defense. So the only thing I'm gonna do is fire them and get a new staff.
All right, go do that.
Yeah, and I saw some dumbass in here talking about
Facebook dating is
Top 5 heroes for March 2020.
But one is better than none. What can I tell you?
It is the younglings I worry about. They don't have perspective. They don't understand. All they see is you come in and perform a miracle. And then you whisk away again. Are you done? Are you here to stay?
I do not think so. Part of why I'm here is to ask you if you would accept the role of the headmaster of this temple. I do not think that I will be back as frequently as is needed. You are a shining example of what they need to become, and a shining example of the work that will move you forward into the place we all must go.
I will accept this charge and execute it with the best of my ability, but I will not be able to ever understand how someone with your strength and power can't save a life a day here. I need to understand what you're doing. I need it to make sense.
Some people in this world
At number 5, I have the hero Mega Man. Thor can literally teleport across across the map, including right onto your tower if you play poorly against him. And the only thing really keeping him from being higher is that if you're good at the game, you can put down swarm troops to stop him from teleporting onto your important stuff. Next, I have the Hero Knight. Thank God they nerfed his taunt radius by a whole tile, but the range is still massive. He's especially broken when used with Goblin Drill or Balloon Control, because usually he's close enough to actually draw things off of those win conditions. At number 3, I have the Hero Goblin. You could honestly argue that they should be number 1 on this list, because even after the nerfs, they're still really strong. It's just that this meta doesn't really favor them too much, considering the new heroes they added into the game. Speaking of, at number 2, I have the Hero Barbaro. It's literally 2 logs with the truth in it, easily the best spell in the game. But at number 1, it's easily the Hero Marcher. If you're good at predicting, you can dodge fireballs with his ability, and if your opponent doesn't have fireball, you can just use the ability whenever and keep your Hero Magic Archer alive for longer. So by the time they do actually take him out, you're already back to your next one. Top 5 heroes for March 2026. At number 5, I have the Hero Mega Minion. Bro can literally teleport across the map, including right onto your tower if you play poorly against him.
I can't even have a gun. I knew I couldn't have a gun when I was like 25. So like pretty much, last year, I went to a gun range with my friends. We walked out, and I'm so immature. He was like, "You renting the gun or did you bring your own?" I was like, "Actually, I brought 2 of them things."
That's all.
He didn't laugh, and I was like, "Whatever, bro. It's just an easy joke." And I go to the stall and I look at these giant ones. I was like, "What's the point of these ones?" They're like, "We want to make sure he can't shoot anyone." And I was like, "I can still reach around, and he still wasn't like, I was like, "Whatever, bro." That was silly. But I get to the gun range, I pick up a gun for the first time in my life. And I'm like, this is like way heavier than Call of Duty.
Walking, respecting the space.
And then I shot it. Does anybody remember the feeling they got the first time they shot a gun?
Say that.
Same. Somebody's gonna answer.
I have a question about how
I know you wonder why he
forgetting
can't be
spell
here to
from
save
Doctor
the
Strange
one
in No Way Home works.
that needs him that day. But right now, countless are counting on him and me. And we need to be there for them.
Level 900. Oh my god, yo.
And I'm gonna give a little bit of a tug on Cal and his elbow.
These cards might have some of the most broken effects in all of Magic the Gathering history. They've been around for decades, but I've never seen anyone playing them. It's a cycle of 5 cards.
In a way in which they can comprehend at their age.
He has trained you well. If anybody can, you can.
I will endeavor to do my best.
Put my forehead on her forehead, and I close my eyes. Say, if there is such a thing as love, I love you. You are all the world needs right now. But unfortunately, I must go. I shall see you when I can, my dearest. And go.
And as you pull back, you see her eyes were closed to receive that, and one little tear kind of leaks down her cheek as you turn away.
I turn back, I wipe the tear, and I hold it to myself, and then I follow Vora out.
Excellent. Where'd you skip to, Lorelei?
Lorelei using the shadow subway
Uh-huh.
skipped straight to the wizard's house.
Uh-huh.
She doesn't knock, she just waltzes right in. Oh, Tasha darling.
Uh-huh. She's there. Yes, dear.
She kind of waltzes over to Tasha and gives her, a kiss on each cheek. It's been a minute. I feel like I
Yes?
haven't seen you in so long.
That is perhaps true, but time is kind of wishy-washy at times.
She'll just
Especially
pat
here.
her. She'll just pat her on the cheek and say, "Well, thank you for your help. We're even now, and I think we're like actual sisters."
How is that so?
She just kind of like does one of these.
Well, have you crafted your own magics yet?
No, because I didn't think of that.
And she goes,
Not freaking Miller over here.
and she goes, well, perhaps we are sisters, but I am still the oldest.
Yeah, but I might be Mother's favorite.
I think that title belongs to someone else.
I can't pretend to keep up with your family history.
Well,
Your family history.
We're not related by blood. Her mother just loves me.
Tasha's adopted.
Oh, we're extra super not related by blood. Her mother just adopted me better. The other folks, they'll be here eventually, I assume. But, you know.
One more piece of the rod, yes?
Yeah, that's it.
Have you all discussed the plan once you have one?
Yeah.
I'm sick of discussing plans.
That's sweet.
Discussing plans, honestly, with
Yeah, they're dating
with
the
these
gold
folks as much as they're.
Brandy, if you can hear us, we can hear you.
I muted her. We're good.
Thank you.
Before Tabitha's date gets put all over the internet.
Exactly.
Wait, unmute her.
Yeah, I want the tea. Miller will have to tell us later. As lovely as this group of misfits is, planning with them takes forever. It's around and around and around and around, and oh, this is too evil, blah blah blah. We can't kill that guy, yada yada. I'm sick. I just want to get the rod and do what we're set out to do.
It's much easier if you take the morality out of it. Just remove it from the conversation.
I've been trying to tell them that. Save the many for, spare the one and something along those lines. Kill the many. Something. Right? That's the saying.
Kill the many, save the one. Fuck it.
Kill the many to save the one, as long as the one's fucking me.
She says, diplomat you are not, but that is okay. We all
That's
have
fine.
our
I
strengths.
don't want that kind of power.
We all have our strengths.
I just think that maybe we could just get this over with quickly. If you do it fast, they don't see it coming. And then I can go back to floating in my nice, cool waters.
Yes, but the tricky part about that is you have an ancient lich god who has had all the time in the world to think through permutations of what could possibly happen. And now he's got his fingers in the makings of the very multiverse, affecting those kinds of changes of his advantage.
I mean, true, but have you ever just laid there at night and pondered all of the what ifs over and over and over again? It makes you a little crazy.
Yes.
And sometimes when you're crazy, you miss things.
I hope that is true for all our sakes.
Now, the one thing that I've been trying to figure out is we need this rod of 7 parts. We also need this hand and eye.
mean, some would say every tool at your disposal would be smart to have.
Well, if you bring the hand and eye to the one missing said hand and eye, does that not seem ill-advised? What if it slurps itself right back onto his body and then he's now whole?
Well, he's not missing a hand and eye. He has, I'm sure, replaced them by now.
Oh.
Then why aren't we using these?
I think he likes having them out and about.
Ew.
Spreads his influence.
That's kind of disgusting.
Well,
Do you think we could stick the eyeball on a wand?
he is a lich. I'm sorry, what?
Do you think if we were to combine a wand with the eyeball, we could make a new, better wand? And then somebody doesn't have to put the eyeball into their noggin.
That sounds like... That sounds like something Mordenkainen would say, so I'm gonna just go against it in principle.
Hey, she's crafting her own magic now.
I'm kind of proud, but like in a weird way.
Lorelei, sharp stick in the eye.
Of Vecna.
Yeah.
Of Vecna.
Lorelei, eyeball shish kebab.
I mean, anything is possible if I need to be honestly fair for the lives I've lived and things I've seen.
Maybe I'll have to talk to him. You might not be the right person for me to discuss my magical item endeavors.
That guy's a tool, and I just put the glaive in the corner and head to my room, taking the helmet off.
Oh, look, they have arrived.
As Soul walks in immediately after, beelines it to the pantry.
Well,
He smells. He must have the munchies.
we did peer through the veil and see through the eye and speak with the lady.
Spoke with the lady.
Gil,
Yes,
do you want to go spy on someone?
sure. Give me a moment.
This is so much cat butthole.
Would you mind actually, Asol?
Really hard to move.
Could you join me in the kitchen for a moment, Asol? I would like to speak with you.
Oh, yes, of course.
She's so
trying-
cute, but her butthole's
yes.
not.
Gil will take Asol into the kitchen.
She has no
and he will
concept.
open up the pantry and cast Demi-Plane in the doorway. And he is going to step inside and say, "Follow me."
I will follow inside.
You see a very dull, simple-looking chamber, and he goes, "I know you are very greatly aligned with the Lady of Pain, and so I am showing you in case something happens to me that, for the time being, this," and he pulls out the little chest and pokeballs it, and the chest appears. He opens it. "Is where I will be keeping the eye for the time being. Once this door is closed, it cannot be accessed by anyone other than me. It is my own minor plane of existence. So, if I had to tell anyone, I felt the most confident in telling you."
Yeah, a soul will take a very clear mental note of this place.
You understand?
I understand.
Of course. I know of your prowess. In the worst case scenario, someone like you could come here. Without my permission, so.
I would never intrude on you like that, but while we are where no one can hear us,
He closes the door.
what is different from using this over the sword?
Nothing.
Yeah, we're talking.
Nothing is different other than the fact that it is already not attuned with the being of one of our friends. The sword is within the grasp of Quinn. Something that happened and we are now riding with.
And something I am prepared to remove at a moment's glance. Have been since the moment he has gotten it. I want that to be very clear.
Understood. Know that I trust Quinn, but I understand your trepidation in the artifact he wields.
I trust Quinn as well, and I trust Vora just as much.
Exactly. It's not them we do not trust. It is the evil magic they party themselves with. Regardless, I agree with you. I think these objects theoretically could be used to greater effect. However, I'm not so confident the eye and hand of the one we choose to face would not rejoin him in his cause were we to bring them close enough to his own person.
I think that these are items of someone who he once was, not who he is now.
Is that so?
And I fear what lies ahead.
You believe it's worth the risk?
I believe that by not taking the risk, we are already risking everything. This is not a we only lose a little bit situation. This is all or nothing. We saw them attack Sigil. We don't know when, but we know they come.
I suppose I'd wish to avoid utilizing it, but if you thought of one of our friends who should or could, who would you choose? Who do you think?
I don't want to take any of my friend's eyes, so there's really one option.
Category that fits that, yes.
I don't think anyone should have the hand because I don't want anyone to lose their hand. And unless I find out it is more powerful of an artifact than any of our normal hands are.
Lorelai pokes her head into the kitchen. I have an idea.
We are not in.
We're in a demi-plane.
Oh, damn, I thought you guys were still in the kitchen.
No.
We're in a different plane of existence.
They went through the pantry.
Oh, this is our lovemaking room.
We're in fucking Narnia.
Gilliday Soul's lovemaking chamber.
Oh yeah. It's true neutral in here.
It's
So
true
you step
neutral.
into the kitchen and go to talk to them and they're gone.
Kalen's there with a hand in peanut butter.
I trust.
Are you double dipping?
Oh, gross.
I just had my trunk in that peanut butter, dude.
But if you truly believe,
I simply believe we should not write it off the table. If it is something that could be useful, it can be useful.
I only fear it may have a negative toll. But if it can provide a use to us, if it can be utilized in a way that will aid us in the Savior Revolve, then we'll see. If it comes to it.
If it comes
However,
to
for
it.
the time.
However, for the time, this is perfect.
Exactly.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
What do you think would happen? And I pull out the cube the lady gave me. What do you think would happen if I opened a portal to the plane of water?
This chamber would fill entirely with water, and when I
very
opened it
fast,
again,
right?
The kitchen would fill with water.
Like very fast.
Yeah, we would be shot against the wall and likely obliterated, depending on where you opened that portal. Yes, I wouldn't do that if I were you. The pressure is enormous, I imagine.
Fun ruiners.
I'm sure it won't come up.
If you ever wanted a laser beam to just throw at somebody, that is something to keep in mind. Just a pressure beam of straight water cannon it's an interesting thought. Regardless. Here, he waves his hand and the door opens.
Yes, I will walk back through him.
Tequila in the peanut butter.
That's why there's fur in the peanut butter.
I bought it.
Fair enough. I closed the door.
It's got a Kalen sticky note on it.
The Eye of Vecna is now very safely within the personal demiplane of Gil.
Okay. Noted. Is there any other business?
Kaylin, when Tasha is not being badgered, just approaches and very calmly says, "The hand and the eye have been acquired." He just walks away and goes back to eating his peanut butter.
I say we all get a night's rest and we head to the Feywild in the morning.
I'm good for that.
Lorelai just pulls Gil aside.
Hello.
So, how do you make your own spells?
I have been waiting for so long for someone to ask me that question. Follow me.
And fade to black.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute. Is she now going into the pantry? Like. Are we learning about Gil today?
And the soul looks dejected.
Man, I thought I was special.
This is my 15 by 15 personal room. No one enters, no one leaves.
He has very particular interests.
Oh, we've got all the time.
What happens if I cast it?
That never sounded more like a threat in my whole life.
It actually is worth mentioning. The really funny thing is with the pocket watch, with the wristwatch that I have, Gil technically could have entered his own demiplane and left in a matter of seconds, which is really interesting. He just stepped in with Asol, they had that whole conversation, and then just stepped right back out.
You know, I don't know if you want to be bragging about that, considering we're all making fun of it being your secret.
I can go in there and jerk off 30 times,
And you guys think it happened in 10 seconds. Trust me, I got off 30 times. Trust me.
But
Alright, so as discussions of crafting spells happen and people get their much needed and deserved rest after their trip to the Tyrant's Spiral and back again, we will go to our quick break here. So Corin, please. That's a cue for you. We're going to take a quick break. We'll take about 10 minutes to refresh our drinks, take a bio break if you need it, and we'll be right back. Oh, yay!
Sorry.
That was a Muppet.
I was gonna say, I think we gotta just end now.
That's a good stopping point for tonight.
So we are back with Dicey Decisions. This is our Twist of Fate campaign. We are back from our break. The heroes have taken a long rest in preparation for heading to the Feywild to retrieve the last, hopefully retrieve the last piece of the Rod of Seven Parts, as well as potentially find where the Hand of Vecna may have gotten off to. Any last minute preparations before you portal out of here?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
I will go first.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Wizards 3 and us are going to have a really nice dinner before we leave.
Like a really nice dinner?
Like a really nice, like a feast for heroes. We will have done it the night before, if that is okay, so that I will not have used the spell slot, but it lasts 24 hours.
Sure. That is fine.
The Wizards 3 will be able to partake if they would like. Everyone is immune to the poisoned and frightened condition. And we all gain 14 maximum. I believe it raises our maximum, right? Yes, it is increased by 14. So everyone's maximum hit points are increased by 14 for now.
So what you need to do is somewhere on your character sheet, in notes or something, write down your current maximum hit points, and then add 14 and retype that into your maximum hit points.
Yep, and then also.
Above 100 hit points.
Oh my God! What?
Whoops.
I'm almost at 200, where I was with my barbarian.
Gil, the wizard, is at 141.
I'm at 197.
143.
Well, rather.
I didn't even roll. I just took the whatever the middle.
You and me
was.
both, sister. We're of the
Then what the
same
fuck?
dice. It's because I have a 16 in Constitution. Hoorah!
Hoorah!
All right. So the hero feast would have happened the night before. What else?
Bora would like to rush out, zip out really quick.
Okay.
And pick up 1,000 gold pieces worth of diamond dust.
Got it.
Soul would have sent you to also go get another Heroes Feast bowl, and we'll mark off the 1,000 gold, so that we still have one more after this one.
Gil would have spent the night casting the spell. No, that casts 12 hours to cast. Damn, I can't do it. If we have some time in the future, maybe. Or unless you permit me 12 hours from when we got back, but probably not.
What's the spell?
Simulacrum.
Oh, sure.
Okay. Then Gil arrives the second morning with 2 dose.
2 gills.
2 gills.
All right.
Is one made of ice cubes or something like that? Snowballs?
It's made of snow.
But you don't know that.
You don't know that. It looks normal.
One, so the thing is, I looked it up. To attune items to a simulacrum, you have to use your own attunement slots. So this guy's just got fucking nothing. He's got nothing on him. But I
do you need spare clothes, friend?
I got him spare clothes already. He's fine.
He's not wearing them.
Like the old, blue robes. He's got the shitty hand-me-downs.
Apprentice robes.
Yeah, the other guild goes, I'm not the biggest fan of it, really, but I know what I am, and I know what he is. I can't truly complain. I was given existence. Well, it's not so much that you're not a person, just so much that you're an extension of myself. Don't downplay.
Is that what we're doing today? We're getting migraines?
Oh, sorry. They say that at the same time. Just know I'm going to have so much fun talking to myself.
So Quinn will have spent as much downtime as possible, number one, studying from the Manual of Bodily Health, however many hours of study towards my 48 hours that will get me.
Okay.
So probably what, 6 or 8, I would guess, of downtime that's not sleeping.
Yep, that's fine.
So call it 8.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, great. So starting to work on the Manual of Bodily Health, and then in the morning after a good night's sleep, as is prescribed by the manual,
right,
and a light breakfast of fruit and healthy whole grains, again as prescribed by the Manual of Bodily Health. I have to study the book's contents and practice its guidelines. So I am having a good night's sleep and a healthy breakfast.
Nice.
And then early in the morning, I will make my way to Mordenkainen's workshop before everyone is set to gather.
Yeah.
And I will sort of knock on the door.
Yes, come in.
Hey, Morty. Quinn will sort of lever himself up on one of the stools and sort of kick his little feet. You know?
Is that
How's it
armor I see you wearing?
Yeah, it's not unusual, is it?
Just a little.
Huh. I would have... Yeah, it's the armor that's different. And he sort of brushes something off of his black robe. Definitely, it's the armor. Listen, I had a question for you. So, we're about to get the 7th piece of the rod, and I was just wondering what your thoughts were about what we're doing next. You know, I've been kind of just trying to ask to get some good opinions. So what are your thoughts on that? How do you think we should use it?
Well, it is the rod when assembled is a pure force of law itself and can bend reality to the wielder's vision. My intention of you all finding this was to use it to, as it was originally used, to trap Miska the wolf spider, who is a sworn enemy of Vecna's. I would use the rod to release them as an ally in a fight against Vecna. However, my 2 compatriots are not sold on that idea, and you all seem to have trepidation on it as well. And as you are the ones finding it, it will be your choice what to do with the rod. I still feel that is a smart choice.
Okay, that's interesting. So that's what knocks off one. Okay, so still, huh? Still on the Miska plan? That's still good for you?
I haven't heard a better plan.
Yeah. Well, what do you think we do after we release Miska and we use him to kill Vecna? Like, I mean, he's still Miska, right? Like, he did have to get put away, right?
Yes.
So then what?
I suppose that bridge gets crossed after the fact.
Huh. Okay. Does Miska have any weaknesses other than the rod that will shatter when we use it to open his prison?
Well, it's not necessarily proven that it will shatter and spread out like it did in its initial usage. Although that could happen, I suppose. But
so you think we could maybe put him away again? How else do you think you could go about killing Miska?
Oh, well, there's any number of ways. I would imagine.
Do you think it's
Depends
easier
on-
to kill Miska than it is to kill him?
I honestly don't think killing him is going to be easy in any way, any way, shape, or form. Which is why gathering allies is my
Right, that's
biggest
why we need
goal.
the world-ending power from the primordial days. Right, like I get that. What I'm saying is, after we have the power, and maybe he doesn't want to go back home, do you think he'll be easier to dispose of than Vecna? Or how would you kill a Miska?
Well, here's the thing. My theory is based upon the fact that he has been trapped, and he has been weakened in his being trapped, and he has not had time to manifest his powers or expand them in the way that it is obvious that Vecna has. So, in theory, and it's only theory, but in theory, he would be an easier opponent for us. And left alone, Vecna would probably be able to defeat him easily. However, he would be on our side. He would be an ally amongst us against Vecna.
On a scale of 1 to 10, like how confident are you that he would be an ally and not just also try to kill us?
Well, I'm not confident that he wouldn't try to kill us after the fact, but once he knew he had a shot at Vecna, and we were giving him that shot, I think he would take it.
Very in the back of my head, I sort of whisper to the sword, like, does that track with you?
The sword does agree with this sentiment, and also the sword definitely wants to gather any ally that is anti-Vecna.
Well, Morden, let's just say that maybe I'm coming around to your way of thinking.
That's good. Again, I don't think I'm the one that needs convincing. I think there are others that might speak louder than me and possibly bear more weight with some of your compatriots.
Oh, sure, like me. I definitely bear a lot more weight with some of my compatriots, I'm sure of it.
That may be true too, but I do think that some of your compatriots are perhaps closer to some of us of the Wizards 3 than the others.
That's a very good
obvious.
point. That's a very good point.
And that's okay. I'm not saying that there shouldn't be alliances and discussions and allyship. We're all in this together against Vecna.
I definitely would never, certainly wouldn't accuse you of being jealous. No, never. Definitely not. No. I just, that's a good point. Maybe I have someone else to talk to about this too. But no, I'm just kind of asking because I don't really know a lot about Miska. I know a lot more about sort of our current problems. And I don't really know a whole lot about what your solution might have been. And we're getting close to the time where we have to make a choice. So I was just sort of wanted to find out from you kind of what you thought the after, like, if we're going to do it, what does that look like after, so I can maybe sell it right, So if there's anything you can find out about Miska, or if we can find a weak point, possibly that could maybe help our argument.
I will look into that and see if we can find some hidden influence. Might be worth exploration.
Yeah, I just think any leverage that we have is good, right? I mean, especially with unreliable partners, we'll call them.
Unfortunately, I do believe that some of Vecna's reach is reaching different planes of existence. Some of my contacts are unreachable, I'm finding. I'm worried that communication is going to get more difficult amongst
I've had the same I've had the same problem with Kryn space as well, and time has sort of gone a little wibbly wobbly. And I'll be perfectly honest with you. For a second, I kind of thought that you that had showed up in Barovia wasn't actually you. So I'm kind of relieved to find that I think that it probably was. So that's good. It has been very strange around here.
As your mention of Barovia, he kind of hangs his head a little bit embarrassed. Trapped on a domain of dread.
I mean, look, it happens to the best of us, right? You know, I kind of pat him reassuringly on the arm a little bit, you know?
Which he
sometimes
absolutely hates.
I despises it, I'm sure. Yeah. But I give him the most, like, sincere, shit-eating grin that I, like, possibly can. And I'm like, well, at least I'm just glad to know that it was you. And because, you know, there's some weird, you know, anyway, I'm glad we got you back. And I think you've got a point. You know, we've relied on some strange forces so far, and maybe the time is right to kind of keep on that path. I don't know. We need all the help we can get, I think, if we're to keep everything together and keep what we have, you know?
I think that is wise counsel.
So, all right, well, yeah, so that was it. I just kind of wanted to get your read on the rod situation, because we're kind of right at the end of everything here. So okay. Yeah, I know you probably won't have any luck, but I'll see if we can't work on Tasha. We haven't spoken much, but I don't know. I'm very charming, and I kind of give him a very disarming smile and a little flip of my top knot, and hop down out of the chair.
Fair enough. Best of luck.
Thanks. I think we're probably going to need it, all of us, here, really soon. See if you can't find anything out about Miska. I think that would really help. And I will take my leave of the workshop and start walking towards where we're supposed to meet for breakfast or whatever we're doing.
As you are all gathering to head out. Any other things? So,
nope.
I need, Kaylin, I need you to make me a sleight of hand or stealth check, your choice. And I need the rest of you to make perception checks.
Interesting. Is this something I can use
31.
a reaction on?
19.
24.
I guess
Definitely not a 31.
You would have to know something was up to know
Exactly.
to do the reaction.
That's the problem. Natural 20, if it's worth anything.
Or a 21, unfortunately,
Yeah.
does not touch the 31.
Exactly.
I own Stone of Mastery, baby.
Let's see. Kaylin, there you are. And
The great part is I don't even know what's happening.
Interesting.
I have dropped something into your inventory, which you got handed from Tasha.
Noted.
Okay.
Is it one of two pieces of something? Because
Don't worry about it.
because the sword would know immediately if it was.
No. It's nothing the sword
Okay.
would have any knowledge
That's all.
or
Yeah,
history with, per se.
That's all. That's all.
Yep. No, I took that into account.
Okay.
Hold on. Gotta check something. Okay. So, given what that is, if you're reading it, Justin, underneath where it says carrying, that part of your character sheet isn't filled out.
Oh, let me fix that. Yes.
So that will answer my question if you fill that out.
Let me go ahead and fix that for you real quick.
Great. Great. All I needed to know. Thank you.
I'm gonna keep reading.
Yep. You should. So, the portal opens. You guys head towards the Feywild. Is that the plan?
That's where I'm going.
Indeed.
Okay. As you step through into the Feywild, it is those who have traveled to the Feywild before, and obviously Caleb being extremely familiar about it, are hit with a sense of recognition of where you are and absolute reversion of all of your senses, because nothing is as it should be. The Feywild oftentimes has different regions might smell differently from one another, but it has a smell. It has a feel, it has a temperature, it has all of those things. And all of that is off. And you find yourself standing outside a very, very familiar sight to Kaelin. You are on the road leading towards the ticket booth at the Witchlight Carnival. As you are walking up that road, you notice things are not as you had left it. You hear music playing, laughter, however, everything is twisted. The river that surrounds the Witchlight Carnival is full of lava. The ash and burnt cinder smell of a lava river kind of chokes and assaults your nostrils as you are walking towards this once familiar place. This was your home, Kaelin. You were a member of this carnival at one point in time. However, as you approach the ticket booth, underneath the sign that says, "Welcome to the Witchlight Carnival," Witchlight Carnival is crossed out, and you see it says, "The Red Belvedere," under new management. And directly underneath where it says under new management, there is a familiar pixie nailed to the sign.
Kaelin lowers the visor on his helmet, grips, like the knuckles in his armor creak as he grips the glaive. He looks over his shoulder and says, "I'm going killing. Who wants to come?"
Ooh, sounds fun.
I cast Longstrider on Kaelin.
Can we take a minute first?
I assume the familiar pixie was my former familiar.
Correct.
Yes.
This is Glimmerwick.
I point up and I say, "I have a few questions for him if you do not mind."
It's a her, and I do mind.
You don't want to know what happened?
Oh, I'm gonna find out.
Then let's ask her.
I start walking forward.
As you approach in the window of the ticket booth, you see a teal-skinned tiefling smiles widely at you. Ah, welcome, 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 travelers, to the Red Belvedere, our lovely, lovely, recently acquired carnival. They have flamboyant colored robes on. They look like master of ceremonies. My name is Windfall. And who might you all be?
Where are Mr. Witch and Mr. Light?
Oh, they no longer reside here. It is no longer their carnival. We purchased it from them. And a big grin across their face.
What happened to all the employees and denizens?
Oh, some of them work for us. Some of them are here, still performing some of their acts. Are you interested in entering the carnival?
I was born here. I grew up here.
Oh,
Are you the new owner?
No, I just work for them.
And are you responsible for the pixie that's nailed to that board?
No, I can't reach up that high.
Who did it?
I'm sure it was one of the strong men, I would imagine.
Point me in their direction.
No, don't be too hasty, friend. If you want to enter, you need a ticket. Please, what is your purpose here? What are you coming to the carnival for?
Well,
Perhaps.
Originally, I came here for the good of the multiverse. Now I'm going to come here and I'm going to murder anyone who decided to kill my friend.
Oh, murder is so volatile of a word. Well, I mean, perhaps...
Butcher's better for you?
I mean, we could come up with metaphors all day long. I just think that perhaps a good contest should come into play. It is a carnival after all, yes? I have a ticket with your name on it. And you see he pulls a ticket out, and it has your name on it.
I love a good contest.
Excellent. With this ticket, you simply have to get each of the 5 pitmasters to give their stamp of approval, and that will allow you entryway into our grand attraction, which is our... One second, got to flip the page. It's called the Dragon's Pride. So once you get your 5 stamps, you will be able to be granted access to the Dragon's Pride.
Do we each need 5 stamps?
Why, yes, I have tickets for everyone.
What does the stamp look like?
Oh,
Do you have an example that I can see in person?
they're individual stamps given by each of the pitmasters. They're different for each one.
Which pitmaster is in charge of the strongmen?
Oh, let's see. I don't know exactly. I would imagine they would probably be at the big top.
That's probably our first stop, huh, Kalen?
Yep.
I'm sorry. It's no longer called the big top. It's called the Scarlet Coliseum. I've got to get that right.
No.
You should do that
Scarlet?
before your boss cuts out your tongue.
Violence. Nothing but violence from you all. This is just...
I didn't say I was going to cut out your tongue. I said your boss. You can't do your job right.
Oh, my boss is not going to cut out my tongue. My boss pays me for my tongue.
Oh.
Who is your boss?
Think about that before you say it again.
Yes.
Oh, I meant the phrasing.
Who?
I meant the phrasing.
Who is your boss?
And it just,
Oh,
also wanna
she's
point out
very,
that-
very, very special. I'm sure if you make it to the Pride, you will meet her.
Her.
What is your name, Blue One?
I introduced myself when you walked up. I am Windfall.
Windfall.
Now, here's the deal. As you receive these stamps, you will become more attuned to the powers of the carnival, which some people find is perhaps a bit taxing. So, one way to handle the influence of these stamps is simply to pass that. Oh, what's the word for it? Well, pass that level of drain on your vitality along to those that don't need it anymore. May I interest you in purchasing some soul coins?
Why would we need those?
How much?
Well, the soul coins are 300 gold pieces each. Now, for each stamp you receive, you may pass its drain onto a soul coin. It is one of the features and powers of a soul coin, you see.
What do we do with the soul coins when we're done with them?
I'll take them.
Whatever you wish.
Put 900 gold on the counter.
Okay.
As this conversation is happening, both of the guilds are tapping people with wands and casting Longstrider on everybody.
I'll increase my number.
Mm.
It's a good idea.
Out of curiosity, I will use a use of my Eyes of the Grave to detect any undead within 30 feet.
You do not see any undead.
Cool. 60
Now there
feet,
are-
Well, if there's
but
if there's 5 stamps, we'll need 5 soul coins. I'll get the other 2. I'll put down 600.
Oh, it's 5 stamps per person.
Yes.
And we all have to get all the stamps?
Well, yes. If you want to make it to the Dragon's Pride.
Gil gestures over his shoulder and goes, I got a soul coin. Hello.
Can I also use your soul coin?
Depends on how it goes. Listen, I don't really appreciate being passed around like that, but I don't really have a say, so...
Says the guy with the weird demi-plane.
Don't ask me about what we do in our demi-plane.
Yeah.
Together, you and your simulacrum, you freak.
Alright, well, I can afford 3 soul coins then, I guess, and that wipes me back out of gold again. Fuck. I've not made any money this campaign.
So, who is taking soul coins?
Or I can afford only one.
I can afford only
Lorelai
0.
doesn't want to spend her money.
I spent all my money making this fucking guy. I'm broke.
So, Kaylin, how many did you purchase?
Purchase 3.
I don't know if this is relevant at all. The other version of a soul had a soul coin, aka the goblin version. It never came up.
Then you would have it.
Okay.
However, there's an issue with having it.
Uh-oh.
Is it not empty?
It is not empty. Do you have it on your character sheet, Corin?
It's on the goblin version.
Okay, never mind. I'm dropping one on you.
Okay.
So,
And I bought 3 as well, Scott.
Yeah.
Work got one.
I'm working on it, guys. It takes a minute. Okay.
I don't want
Yeah,
your
no rush.
excuse.
So, I'm going to read it out loud so that, because you're all going to read them, right? Yeah, all of you that are getting them, you're going to understand about it is. Soul coins are about 5 inches across, and I actually do have a picture of one. There you go. They're about 5 inches across and about an inch thick, minted from infernal iron. Each coin weighs 1/3 of a pound and is inscribed with infernal writing, and a spell that magically binds a single soul to the coin. Because each soul coin has a unique soul trapped within it, each has a story. A creature might have been imprisoned as a result of defaulting on a deal, while another might be the victim of a night hag's curse. To hold a soul coin is to feel the soul bound within it, overcome with rage or fraught with despair. An evil creature can carry as many soul coins as it wishes, up to its maximum weight allowance. A non-evil creature can carry a number of soul coins equal to or less than its con modifier without penalty. So, a soul, as long as you have a con modifier of +1, you holding this is okay, but you do still feel its
burden
effects, right?
Mm-hmm.
A non-evil creature carrying a number of soul coins greater than its constitution modifier has disadvantage on its attacks rolls, ability checks, and saving throws. Using a soul coin has 3 charges. A creature carrying the coin can use its action to expend 1 charge from the soul coin and use it to do one of the following. Drain life. You siphon away some of the soul's essence and gain 1d10 temporary hit points. Drain vitality. You siphon away some of the soul's vigor to remove 1 level of exhaustion. Query. You telepathically ask a soul a question and receive a brief telepathic response, which you can understand. The soul knows only what it knew in life, but it must answer you truthfully and to the best of its ability. The answer is no more than a sentence or 2 and might be cryptic. Freeing a soul. Casting a spell that removes a curse on a soul coin frees the soul trapped within it, as does expending all of the coin's charges. The coin itself rusts from within and is destroyed once the soul is released. A freed soul travels to the realm of the god it served or the outer plane most closely tied to its alignment, DM's choice. The soul of lawful evil creatures released from soul coins typically emerge from the river Styx as lemur devils. A soul can also be freed by destroying the coin that contains it. A soul coin has AC 19 and 1 hit point for each charge it has remaining, and immunity to all damage except that which it is dealt by a hellfire weapon or an infernal war machine's furnace. Freeing a soul from a soul coin is considered a good act, even if the soul belongs to an evil creature. Hellish currency. Soul coins are currency of the 9 hells and are highly valued by devils. The coins are used among the infernal hierarchy to barter for favors, bribe the unwilling, and reward the faithful for services rendered. Soul coins are created by Mamnon and his greater devils of the Minoris, the 3rd layer of the 9 hells, in a vast chamber where the captured souls of evil mortals are bound into the coins. These coins are then distributed throughout the 9 hells to be used for goods and services, infernal deals, dark bargains, and bribes.
Well, why didn't you say that when I asked you what I could do with them? And she hands over 600 gold.
So, Assault, do you want more than the one you're holding?
No, but do I know who's in the one I'm holding? Or where I got it?
You don't know? Because I'm assuming you've never taken the action to ask them questions.
Correct.
So you don't want more?
I'll buy 1 more.
Okay, you can add 1 on your character sheet because you already
Yeah.
have 1 there. Vora, you said
1. It's all the money I got.
I can afford 3, but I'm only allowed to hold 1.
I can hold on
hold
to
the other
your
ones
coins
for you.
for you.
It's so nice to
This
have
is
such
awkward.
nice friends. Isn't it nice to have such nice friends?
Wait a minute.
And I'll hand the other 2 soul coins over.
All right, I put one on Quinn, so
Yeah,
Laurel-
I'll have Laura hold the other 2 for me.
Okay.
Do you have
So I'll get full.
Do you have a plus 40 or Constitution? Otherwise, you
Don't
take the
have-
negative effects.
That wasn't the question.
That wasn't the question card.
They don't need it. There's a reason the coins hold no weight.
I'm confused.
Yeah, so I'm buying 2 and I'm holding Quinn's 2.
I'm so
I think I put
confused.
4 on you.
It
Yeah,
states
yep,
that
so I have 4.
evil creatures do not feel the effect of the coins' negative effects or weight, etc., etc.
There you go.
Gil, did you say you were buying one?
Oh, hell no.
No. Just checking.
First of all, I'm broke. Second of all, I wouldn't want one of these in my pocket. That seems like such a burden.
Okay.
There's
I
a
could
reason
hold
I bought
3.
3.
Yes, I get it.
Because I only had 900 gold.
Nice.
Right.
So, Windfall, after doing this exchange and getting you these soul coins, and he takes glee in like sniffing the soul as he hands them over.
You.
So sweet.
That's
Keep your
that's-
schnoz off my stuff.
that is weirdo behavior.
That's bad commerce.
As
It's
I
rude
said,
to sniff another person's soul.
he says, "Huh, I only seem to have one ticket for a single wizard named
Oh,
Gil."
sorry. Hold on. I put a chest down. I shove the other Gil into it. He's not. There's no soul in there. And I just close the chest and I vanish it. Sorry. Thank you.
Okay, I was just confused.
Property, not
No.
person.
They have a whole
Like
closet
you,
thing.
If you
I
tried
don't
to
know.
sneak someone into the Witchlight Carnival, you would be greatly punished.
Not a person in there. That is a construct.
However, this new carnival's probably pretty lax on security and probably lacks any backbone.
Ooh.
You can test that theory if you'd like.
I would like.
I bet you would. Now, the 5 pitmasters are located at the Alabaster Racetrack, which you see as a sign hung over where the snail racing used to be, and the Cerulean Hall, which is in the center where it says Pixie Kingdom. As I said, in the big top, I mean the Scarlet Coliseum, I gotta get that right. Man, it just looks like a big top. I'm gonna keep making that mistake, calling it the big top. It's the Scarlet Coliseum. Then there's the Stygian Maze, which as soon as he says that, Kaylin, you're like, that's the Hall of Illusions. You know, you're kind of piecing together the different places that they've set up these events. And then the Viridian Den is the Mystery Mine. There are several other places around, but that's where the 5 pitmasters are that you need to get stamps from.
Well, we have an appointment with the strongmen first and foremost, is my understanding. But as we're kind of standing at this ticket booth, I assume we're kind of just over this little footbridge here that's sort of on the map and just sort of milling around the ticket booth. Who is attending the carnival? Who is in the crowd?
So, what you see is there are several devilish-looking figures having fun and attending, and also some working the carnival. You do see several fey creatures executing their jobs, some with glee, some actually just enjoying themselves. Some, however, are obviously doing things against their will, not real happy about stuff, right? So you see kind of a mixture of that amongst some of the Fey creatures around.
Sure. And attendees are also themselves mostly devilish. The
Yes.
crowds.
Yes.
Okay. That was unseelie court. That type of Fey, like all those that.
Some of the unseelie are probably the ones that are enjoying it, you know, and some of them are, and then the standard Seelie Fae are probably the ones having more of an issue with what's going on. And Kaylin would know, and like, you see the decor of this place. It once was vibrant and colorful, and now it's got just an air of darkness and dinginess to it that it's never had before. It's got a sense of you know,
the
this
infernal.
place, the infernal, right? Exactly.
And we're gonna fix that.
So, by all means, enjoy yourselves, and if you need more soul coins, I'll be right here.
Shall we go to the big top?
Onward.
So, fun fact, I have this map laminated, because this is the module I ran for my kids. So I have this map laminated. It's up in the wall in my office. So as soon as you popped it up, I'm like, I know what that is.
It's a fantastic map.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic map. So, as you are headed over to the big top, you do pass by some carnival goers that see you all and are super excited to see other people here, and you're getting some strange looks by the more devilish natured creatures who are excited to see outsiders. You know, like maybe word's getting out that this place is open for business, you know, and that kind of thing. So as you head that way.
Yep, we're here for business.
Yeah, we are. Do we have a way of telling where the rod piece is?
So, who has the previous piece?
Alan does. He
So
has the one that Mirage Arcana.
Yeah, if you kind of listen to it and feel it, it's here, but it's not pinpointing a specific location. And there's
Justin's insight tells me we have to get the stamps to find it.
There's a chance.
It's the dragon place.
It's a carnival, so we'll, have fun getting the stamps. I'm sure it's going to be a blast.
I do not like this place.
Definitely not what I expected.
Now that we're here, we're going to liven it right up. I'm sure of it.
If the river is lava, that guy's being tortured for fun over there. Do you see? He's like tied up, upside down. They're throwing darts at him.
Yeah,
maybe he deserved it.
I'm pretty sure that's an act, actually.
There's the little guy nailed to the front. Why are we? This is terrible.
Yeah, I think this place is downright awful, actually.
That is the first thing we do have to go talk to somebody about. I do believe that there was a manager that we could complain to about the decor in the Big Top.
Yes.
I thought your name was Quinn, not Karen.
Well, complaints come in lots of flavors, and the sword sort of coalesces in his hand as he sort of looks you in the eye.
Okay.
Indeed. Let's go.
Well,
trust me, it was much more delightful in my youth.
Yeah,
Dragonfly
time has a...
lights were phenomenal.
I've been here before. It was pretty nice.
I am sorry for your loss, my friend.
but we're gonna make it right.
So as you make your way into the big top, jeers and shouts rise from the open air inside of the newly named Scarlet Coliseum. Deep red stone covers the ground. Over the sound of roars and clatter of metal, a booming voice excitedly commentates on the fight you are currently watching. You see an amplified voice, amplified by some sort of magic. You see a creature that looks like this. Did that share? No. There you go.
Yeah.
Cool. And they are eagerly describing the match that happens between a group of patrons proving their mettle against some hideous-looking creatures that look like. Let's see. That look like this.
Ah.
Oh. Lovely.
And as the fight goes on, there are several folks kind of trying to muster up courage to go, and their friends are trying to talk other friends into joining and fighting, and they're all holding tickets like the ones you have. And they're looking to try to possibly be the next group to go in as these large, hideous-looking creatures begin to lay waste into the contestants, for lack of a better term.
I tap one of the people kind of milling around on the thigh, because probably about as far as I can get up him. Just kind of tap him on the. Hey, which one's the strong man?
Oh, I think they just work setting stuff up. They're not here right now. You'd have to ask the boss, and they pointed at the winged creature.
Ah, and I kind of nod to Kalen. Hey, Kalen, found the boss.
The ugly guy with the arms?
Yeah, the wings, actually.
Oh, that one. I will approach that one. Yeah, the guy with the really long arms.
Yeah, the wing. He's got giant bat wings.
In anticipation for something to come, I will pull the other Gil out of the chest. Come here, you.
I will approach the pit boss.
Okay.
I will accompany Kalen just kind of behind him, like half a step. You know what I mean?
I will be about 5 feet behind them, yeah.
Yep, agreed.
Okay. So as you're approaching, the Balgura make mincemeat out of these contestants, and the crowd erupts, and says, "Oh, hello, welcome. Are you our next contestants?"
We'll get to that. What do you know about the pixie that's nailed to the front?
Oh, troublesome little fey creature. He just wouldn't listen.
Who did it?
He points to the big Balgura.
Great, we're next.
Excellent. Are you ready?
Yep.
I look.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Most excellent. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode as you step into the arena in the big top.
Oh boy.
But really, that guy has really weird arms. It's really freaking
It's
me out.
super long.
It is really long.
I didn't notice it until you said it, dude. Now I can't unsee it.
Everyone, make sure to increase your movements by 10 feet. It's small, but it could be helpful.
It absolutely.
10 feet is a lot. Is a significant number of feet when you start with 30.
Exactly.
It absolutely could be helpful. It's on brand that you guys went to the one pit boss that's guaranteed to have combat.
Well, and I mean, I don't know.
You killed my familiar.
I did do that.
There was really nowhere else to go. Like, I mean, really, truly, honestly, knowing the Kalen that we all have now, there was nowhere else that we were going to start this.
I told his evil gorillas.
In fact, if we didn't need the stamps, I'm pretty sure that we wouldn't even be bothering to argue with the Glorizu. We would just be killing him too. But
I don't want to take your agency away. If you want to fight the entire carnival at once, by all means.
We could just steal their listen, say the word, and you've got 2 just dragons or 2 wish spells. It's really, we can take this place, I feel.
Yeah, I think we probably can. Yeah, no, I think, but no, I mean, we have to win the games, right? It's the carnival, and then
you're at the carnival. You are at the carnival,
and then we send the devil screaming back to hell.
Right. Kalen doesn't want to destroy the carnival. He wants to restore it.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, folks, we are Dicey Decisions. This is our Twist of Fate campaign. Here we are in the Feywild-ish. We'll be back here next week. No, we will be off next week because I have to work because I suck. So we'll be off next Friday. We'll be back the week after that. Check out this Monday. We have our Zeros to Heroes campaign, and we'll be also looking for you to find. Not this Tuesday. Unfortunately, I have to work again. We'll be also starting up that Daggerheart bi-weekly campaign soon, or starting it. We've got 1 episode in, but that's a little bit of a slow burn right now because of my work schedule. Anyway, we're Dicey Decisions. Thanks for watching us. Come join our Discord, hang out with us, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Monday's my birthday.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
I can't swim.